Come on in, take a seat, grab a drink and let's start the beat. We're the Pine Road Crew, ready to rock.
The grind doesn't stop. You're at the park right now. Oh man, he's connected to Walmart Wi-Fi.
Let me see if I can turn this up. Am I?
Okay, you're good now. It looked like you were on
Wi-Fi turned off.
There you go. Wow, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's sick. What's the workout? Workout look like today? Since you got in at about 5 a.m. last night from Houston.
Yeah, not a whole lot of heavy lifting, I'll say. Just moving around, doing some mobility, coming off a back-to-back. Saturday, what is today? I don't know. The days are blending together. Thursday. I got in on Tuesday and Wednesday. I pitched, so today I got to move and make sure I can be good for this weekend. So,
hey, do you have any nightmares?
Not a big workout, but what's up?
Do you have any nightmares after having to face Altuve, Bregman, and all those guys back to back?
Dude, I'll tell you what, Alvarez, that dude is a specimen. Like, he steps up to the dish, you're like, holy shit, that guy's huge. But yeah, dude, Altuve. Yeah, I mean, just good hitters. I thought Bregman jumped on my first pitch heater, but he was late, and he hit it like 89 off the bat, and it got all the way to the track and right. And I was like, there's no way. It just kept carrying. I was like, no chance he just hit that out. But yeah.
Do you ever feel like if some of your off speed's not working, you just want to throw it as hard as you can over the plate and see if it works? I mean, 97, 98 with a little bit of run, I feel like that'll get you by sometimes. What's that kind of like?
Yeah, it's fun just letting it eat right down the middle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I'd rather have my off speed working every day, so they can't just sit on it and absolutely unload.
I want to go back to your outing on, what was that, Tuesday night. You went Altuve, Bregman, and then Alvarez. Did you buy G1 dinner after that catch, or what was that like? And was your heart beating a little bit when that ball was hit to right field?
Dude, I mean, I should have bought him some dinner for sure. I guess I didn't get the time. But I gave him a big old hug when he got back in the dugout for sure. Yeah, dude, that was I mean, he's a hell of a player, dude. Like, he's so fun to have in the field, on the bases, up to the plate. Like, he's just I feel like he brings a different game to our team. And it's always good to have him playing behind me for sure. And yeah, that was not for sure. I was hoping he could maybe throw him out at home, but I saw him running in on it, and he's got that closing speed, dude. Like, he covers so much ground out there. So
Kevin,
I looked up and he's laying out, and I was like, oh man, there we go.
Kevin Young was talking about yesterday on the broadcast before you came in. You and Chapman were warming up, and he was talking about how tall some of our pitchers are. Rumor has it you were a state champ basketball player in high school. Do you think any of the pitchers on your staff can beat you one-on-one in hoops?
I mean, I gotta say no. I can't give anyone that much credit. I do know we got some hoopers though. Me and Carmen have gone at it on the court a little bit. He's beat me a couple of times. I beat him a couple of times, but I'd say I got the overall record against him. I know Holdy's a beast on the court. I haven't seen him play yet though. But I'd like my chances going against anyone. If my shot's right, I got to get some warm up shots in, and then we'll be all good.
I might be putting my money on Bednar.
Yeah, Bednar looks like a beast, dude.
Bednar,
he's like Kendrick Perkins.
He'll back you down. He'll back you down in the paint for sure.
Uh-huh.
He's definitely a grinder in there.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about. So you guys are sitting at 55-53, 6 games back of first in the NL Central, 2.5 games back of the crowded wild card. What are the vibes in the clubhouse right now? Like, from the outside looking in, this is sick to be a Buccos fan right now, man. What are the vibes?
It really is, man. It's exciting. The vibes are great in the clubhouse. It's just coming to coming to work every day, it doesn't feel like work, man. It's just a lot of fun. We got a lot of good guys, and it's fun to go out and play good baseball. And that's what we've been doing the past month or so. Yeah, man, it's sick. It feels like every time out we expect to win. We feel really good about the pieces that we have and the pieces that we just added. So I feel like we got a lot of good players, and we keep doing the little things right. We should, be playing into the late
Yeah, it's gonna
season
be
for
sick.
sure.
I mean, it's 100. Baseball's 162 games, but it feels like over the last 20 games, and we're over the halfway point now. But over the last 20 games, it looks like a different vibe, like more energy, better baseball. Everything's starting to click. What's that? What can you attest that to? Is it kind of just everyone kind of heats up around this time, or why is there better baseball being played right now?
Yeah, I think it's just the work that we've all been putting in. I think there was some we were going through it a little bit back in like May and June, but nobody really got too down on themselves. Nobody really gave up and just kept going at it every single day to get better. And now it's showing on the field, the improvements that we've made, and just everyone's work ethic has been really cool to see here, and everyone wants the same goal, and that's to win the World Series. So everyone's mind is in the right place, and when you got a group full of guys that have one goal in mind, it's a pretty
Yeah,
special
it's sick.
thing, and it's been fun to be a part of.
That's sick. So let's take a look at some Kyle Nicolas stats right now. So 35 innings so far this year,
boy.
40 strikeouts, 3.28 ERA. You're doing what the young kids say. You're balling a little bit. Can you feel yourself? Can you feel yourself becoming more of a professional each time you step out on the mound? Like it looks like your stuff's just getting better and better every time you touch a baseball, and there's more command. I mean, you're striking dudes out left and right. You're getting soft contact sometimes. Like, what's that kind of feel like every time you're stepping out on the mound?
Yeah, it's just the experience. You build a lot of confidence every time out. Every time you get a clean inning, every time you're, even those non-clean innings, but you're going to allow base runners and you see yourself get out of it. I feel like that helps even more. It's like, all right, I can afford to have a base runner or two, but I know that I can get out of this with a zero. And it's just being able to pitch free. Our offense and our defense has been really good this past, 2 months. So it helps you a lot on the mound to just go out and try to fill up the zone and let the rest take care of itself. So it's just the confidence has grown every time out. It's starting to feel a lot more comfortable out there every time out.
Is the message from Derek Shelton changed from the beginning of the year to where it is now? Because it feels like all the right pieces are being put in there at the right time, and it's just fun baseball to watch. What's Shelton really preaching to you guys right now?
Yeah, he's had the same thing since spring training. Really, it's just the intent, having intent in everything you do. And right now, our intent is to win every single game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's been cool to see. He's a really great leader. I love having him as our manager, and he gets the guys well. Like he's a really good leader of men. I would say.
Yeah.
Like he knows he has the feel of the clubhouse. He kind of knows what we need, what we don't need on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, it's been really fun.
All right, outside of baseball, how is the food in Houston? And do you ever get on a plane and you're going somewhere and you're like, I can't wait to be in Chicago and eat some of this pizza, or like, I can't wait to go to Milwaukee and just crush some cheese curds?
Yeah.
How is the food in Houston? Are you excited to go anywhere and eat the food? Like, how's that work?
In Houston, we had barbecue I think it was last night after the game, and it was really good. So I'll be looking forward to that here in the future. I think we're going to the Rangers here in a couple weeks, so hopefully we'll see what kind of barbecue they're working with. But yeah, like you said, Chicago, getting a cake shake at Portillo's. That's always on the list. I'm looking forward to going to Cleveland and get back to the roots, get some
Let's
Swenson's,
go.
get a burger
Let's
at
go.
Swenson's. So I'd say that's number one on my list that I'm looking forward to right now.
We got to get
What
you.
about Pittsburgh? Do you have any favorite spots?
So I've been to a couple spots in Lawrenceville. Morcia is a good spot. And then Meat and Potatoes right here in downtown is really good. And then there's a couple spots up in Cranberry. I'm trying to think of the name. It's like a steakhouse. I can't think of it right now, but
What's the deal with Swenson's
yeah, it's a lot of good stuff.
not sponsoring you yet? Like if NIL was around, like you would have had a Swenson sponsorship when you were in college. Can we get a Kyle Nicolas times Swenson's collab? So every time you come in and get a hold or strike somebody out, people get free milkshakes. Like how do we make that happen?
That would be electric. I think we need to get a Swenson's here in Pittsburgh first,
Yeah.
and then we make that happen. So let's get pushing on that. A little Swenson's in the Berg.
We can take care of that. Hey, we're not going to take up too much more of your time. Last question here. As a professional athlete, are you guys allowed to eat dessert?
Oh yeah, dude,
right.
They take care of us here. We can eat, yeah, but yeah, you kind of got to watch it. But it's there for you to eat.
Okay, so this last segment,
but
then,
you try to
we've got
monitor it.
We've got a segment here. It's sponsored by the Brownie House. It's a gourmet brownie shop. We're sponsored by these gourmet brownies. They're out of Morgantown, West Virginia. Yesbrownies.com, promo code Pine Room. We're going to send you some brownies. Last question here. It's the brownie shop question. Since the Olympics are going on right now, if you had to go back to the age of 5 and train your entire life to be a pro athlete in a different sport to compete in the Olympics, what are you competing in?
Oh, it's a great question.
And no, golf doesn't count because I know all you pitchers, all you want to do is golf.
Yeah, no. That was the first one that came to mind, but no, I'll do something different. I think, dude, I think swimming would be sick.
Yeah, that would be sick.
I was watching some of them the other day. It would obviously be really hard. Like their endurance and their muscles have just got to be shot after they do that, but they were doing like the 800 meter just down and back 16 times or something. I was like, I don't know how they're doing that. I would be cramped up and drowning about halfway through. But yeah, I say swimming, like that takes a lot. It would take a lot of training, but I think it would be fun.
Where do you stand with rugby? Do you think you'd be a good rugby athlete? I feel like at 6'4", 230 pounds, you'd be a little tough to tackle. Maybe a good wide receiver for the Steelers this fall too?
Yeah. Yeah, a little slow for that one. I'll leave that to George Pickens.
Yeah.
But rugby would be wild. Rugby would be wild. That's a crazy sport. Yeah, if I were to train for that, I'd say I could probably be pretty good, but
all right, Kyle.
I don't know. They'd probably just be going at my legs the whole time.
Facts. Hey, best of luck, man. Congrats on all your success. We're rooting for the Buccos. Hey, before we let you go, give us a prediction on the Steelers' record this year.
17-0.
Oh my God.
Lock it in. Lock it in. All right, man.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Best of luck. We'll talk to you
Let's
soon.
go.
We appreciate it.